Something that I want you to remember on your English learning journey is that as you learn new words, you learn new vocabulary, what you also are doing and need to do is explore new topics. You're expanding your worldview, because otherwise you're just learning a list of empty words, right? And that might feel good when you learn a new word, you learn what it means, but it doesn't help you with your real life skills when it comes to using it, right? For you to be able to actually use a word in conversation, you need to understand it, you need the comprehension, you need to get the topic, you need to get the context, right? So as you're learning new vocabulary, remember that it isn't just words you're learning new ideas, you're learning new topics, you're expanding on topics in a deeper way. So before you start feeling, and I just wrote a caption about this on my last video, I needed to make this into a video because I think it's such a key point that I want to highlight for you. Before you feel like your English isn't good enough, because maybe you can't talk about something in the way that you want to, or you don't understand something in the way that you want to, ask yourself, is it the English that I don't understand, the actual words, or is it the topic, the substance? Because it's a very key thing to be able to differentiate, right? I would actually argue that a lot of people, once you're kind of beyond beginner learning, it's probably not the words that you're struggling with, it's the concepts, the topics, the ideas. So instead of feeling bad because you don't feel like your English is where you want it to be, don't allow it to mean something about you or your skills. Because I think so many people do that and it knocks your confidence. It makes you feel like you're not good enough. You start comparing yourself to other people who are further along than you, right? And we can all be guilty of this, but we have to actually learn to stop attaching meaning to things in a way that it doesn't serve us, right? So before you start beating yourself up because your English isn't good enough, ask yourself, is it the topic that I need to explore more? Because there are so many things that I would not be able to have conversations about in English because I don't understand the topic. I don't have the knowledge for that area. It doesn't mean that my English is bad. That topic just might not be something that I have knowledge in. And because I'm a native speaker, I don't let that mean something about my skills. I just think, oh, I don't understand that. If it's something I'm curious about, I'll look into it, I'll learn, I'll have fun with it. If it isn't, I won't bother. And I would like for you to have that same attitude.